If you're self-employed or a landlord earning over £50,000, HMRC is looking at your 2024-25 income. Before I carry on, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more tax tips and advice. Now let's continue. Let's break it down what you need to know before April 2026. First, who is affected? Self-employed individuals and landlords earning a combined income of 50,000 or more. So that means you could be self-employed, but then you also own a rental property. So if you're in that situation and you earn £50,000 or more, then you must comply. Or you could be just self-employed, earning income from self-employment, and you do not own a rental property. But if you earn £50,000 or more from your self-employment, then you must comply. Thirdly, you could be working in a full-time job, but then you have a property that you rent out. You are a landlord. If you earn £50,000 or more from your rental property or rental properties, then you must comply with MTD requirements. So MTD requirement is if you earn £50,000 or more, you must comply from April 2026. If you earn £30,000 or more, you must comply from April 2027. If you earn below 30,000 at this point in time, you are not affected, meaning you continue to submit your tax return as normal. Here is one key point to clarify. MTD will start from April 2026 for those that earn £50,000 or more. HMRC will use the income that you've earned from the tax year 2024-25 to determine whether you must comply with MTD requirements or not. So that is income from the tax year April 2024 to March or 5th of April just gone 2025. HMRC will use this income to determine whether you must comply with MTD requirements or not. That means the income that you earn in the tax year 2025-26, that is from April 2025 to next year 2026, whether 5th of April or 31st of March 2026, this won't be counted. Therefore, it means this tax return will have to be submitted as normal. It won't be affected by MTD requirements. It won't even be used to determine whether you must comply with MTD. It's only the income from April 2024 to 2025 that will be used. Now let's look at how the quarterly reporting will work. First and foremost, the submission of tax returns using the government gateway is not going to work. Hence the requirement to submit using MTD compatible software. Secondly, you must submit your information quarterly. So that means if you qualify for MTD, then from April 2026 to 30th of June 2026, that is 1 quarter for you. And therefore, all income and expenses made in that period must be reported to HMRC by the 5th of August 2026. And then the second quarter will be 1st of July to the 30th of September. And this information or income and expenses must be reported to HMRC by the 5th of November, and so on and so forth until the tax year is completed. Remember, there are 4 quarters in a tax year: April to June, July to September, October to December, and then January to March. And another thing to remember is that there will be no requirement to submit separate income and expense records to HMRC. Because we are using MTD compliant software, these are made or equipped to capture that information digitally, and that is why they've been saying keep digital records, keep digital records. So it means the software, whether it's QuickBooks or Free Agent or Xero or whichever software you choose to use, there are so many. Just go on the gov.uk website and they have a link where there's a list of all MTD compliant software. In fact, I'm just going to add one in the description as well, the same link for gov.uk, where they have all the different MTD compliant software. And all you need to do is just choose which one you prefer. So what I was saying is, you won't be required to submit separate records reporting your income and expenses. The software will capture this information. All you need to do is just activate it or set it up, and then it will capture your information, your income and expense records. And then when the submission comes for the quarter, you just make that submission to HMRC. And then finally, once you've made your quarterly submissions, then at the end, after the last quarter submission, you need to make a final declaration. The final declaration is what will show your tax liability. So when you are submitting your quarterly returns, it just shows estimated tax, but then the final declaration is what will show what tax liability you must pay for that tax year. Here's a quick tip. In order for the MTD compliant software to work perfectly for you, my advice is have a separate bank account, a business bank account preferably, that you can link to the MTD compliant software. And secondly, use the bank account for all income. So let your customers pay you directly into your business bank account. And then secondly, use your business card for that same bank account to make all the purchases for the business. So that means all your expenses will be recorded on that bank statement. Then once that bank account is linked to the software, then you have your income and expenses in one place, and then they will just come straight into your own MTD compatible software. And then that's one less thing for you to worry about. Finally, what action steps can you take now to prepare? Well, the first one is review your income from the 2024-25 tax year. The tax year is finished, so now is the time to start reviewing, start putting together that information. Get all your income together, get all your expenses together, see how much you made in 2024-25, because that is what will decide whether you must register for MTD or not. Secondly, start using or start looking around if you do not already have MTD compatible software. And once you've got your software, start keeping digital records. There are features in those software where you can just link it to capture the receipt automatically into the software. And your income, if you are using the same software to raise your invoices to the client, that is your income already in the software. So start doing that now if you haven't already. MTD can sound a bit daunting, but It's meant to make tax reporting easier and also budgeting and planning easier as well, because as you are reporting every quarter, you have an idea of the estimated tax, and by the time you report them or you make the final declaration, you know how much tax you'll be liable to pay when the time comes. However, if you feel you need help to get ready or to set up, speak to an accountant and they will help you to get ready and set up your processes. MTD doesn't have to be scary. It's meant to make everything smooth. At Grace Certified Accountants, we help our clients to make the process smooth and ensure that everything is stress-free. My name is Dora from Grace Certified Accountants. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more tax tips and advice. I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.